Hey, it's Nadia Klontz with Empower Counseling. I want to talk about burnout today. So we've all been working from home, right? And what I'm realizing is burnout is real, guys. Like, it is real. There's no joke about it. And maybe we feel like, oh, we're working from home. We should be relaxed. We shouldn't be so stressed out. I don't have burnout. Maybe you do. So let's start with defining what burnout is, because in order to deal with it or avoid it, you kind of have to know what it is, right? So burnout is a form of exhaustion that we feel from dealing with prolonged stress, right? So it could be exhaustion as far as physical, mental, emotional. You may just feel yourself like overwhelmed and on edge. It can be caused by work, school, home life like childcare, home chores, running errands, etc. So how do we know if we're reaching burnout, right? So let's talk about that, what that looks like. So you may find yourself, as I said earlier, just kind of on edge, right? So you're irritable, you may have less compassion for other people than you normally would, just because you don't have, your bowl is empty, right? You have to have a full bowl in order to give. So another symptom could be crying spells, right? So you could just find yourself crying out of nowhere for seemingly no reason. There is a reason, it's because you're burned out. Another one is just not wanting to do anything, right? Like, you just don't have the energy. So you don't want to do anything at all. And then, we've got, even though you're really tired, you could be unable to sleep. It can cause issues with that. Maybe you have trouble focusing. And then we've got those physical symptoms, right? So let's talk about those real quick. What the physical symptoms are headaches is a classic one. It could be muscle pain, like shoulder and neck pain, or just overall back pain. Frequent illness that is caused by a lowered immune system, because when we're burned out, our immune system crashes, right? So we're more likely to get sick. And then of course, there's like upset stomachs, right? It may seem crazy, but anxiety and just being burned out can make you really upset to your stomach and cause a lot of GI issues. So let's go and talk about how we deal with burnout, because that's what we're here about, right? How do we deal with it? Saying no, right? So saying no to others and having clear boundaries, knowing your limits, maybe asking yourself, how much emotional energy or physical energy will I be left with after I perform this next task or do this next thing that somebody's asking of me? Those things are really, really important. Another really important thing is work-life balance. Work-life balance is really hard for all of us, especially when we're working from home, because it just bleeds into our life, right? We're answering emails or texts or phone calls or whatever outside of our normal work hours. It's easy to cut it off when you're not in the office. That's a clear boundary. When you're at home, it just kind of all blurs together. Another really important way of effectively dealing with burnout is having a clear-cut workspace. So having a home office or just some dedicated area at home that is strictly for work and nothing else. Nothing else happens there. Work only. And that way, the rest of your home is for home life. It's for chilling, it's for relaxing. All right, so that's really important. And then of course we have those self-care skills. So what do you enjoy doing? Do you cope by reading? Do you cope by being outside, taking naps, vegging out, watching Netflix? There's just a lot of things. Journaling, listening to music, going on a run, exercise. Those things are really important to keep doing, right? We need to keep doing those things. There's always time for self-care. If you find yourself feeling like you don't have time, guess what? You do. Schedule it. If you're a scheduler, schedule self-care time in. And then there's those, as Parks and Rec would say, treat yourself activities, right? So getting a massage, going to get your hair cut or your nails done, going and doing something fun, just there's a lot of things. People might like to go bowling or playing pool. Going to an amusement park could even be one. And then most importantly of all, if you find yourself struggling and you just can't get out of it, talking to a compassionate therapist can be the most beneficial way to deal with burnout. A therapist can help you navigate through it, identify which symptoms you're actually showing, and then helping you figure out your skills that you already have to deal with burnout. So, if you find yourself experiencing burnout and you feel like all of your attempts to deal with it are just not working out for you, and you're ready to be kind to yourself and learn to relax again, give us a call, 770-283-8386, or visit empowercounseling.net to check us out and schedule with us today.